Hello and welcome to this tutorial using Facepager to extract Facebook page comments part 2. In this short tutorial, I will show you how to extract posts by time period and how to extract the comments to posts. If you haven't done so already, you can see my first tutorial that will give you an overview of the Facepager tool and how it's used to extract Facebook page data. In this tutorial, I will use the CDC Facebook page as an example. So as you know, CDC is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, which is a US-based health organization. And as you would imagine, it would have a lot of posts on coronavirus and other health-related issues. Again, when you want to extract information from these pages, the first thing you need to do is to get their Facebook ID. And so what you would do is you will copy the Facebook page URL and then go to any kind of Facebook ID finder service like this one, find your Facebook ID, paste in the URL, and then generate the Facebook user ID here. And so this is the ID that would be used in Facepager to extract the posts and the comments. And the first step, as always, is to start a new database. And so you can go to new database here and then enter the name of your database. So I'll just use data. And so this means that all the data that you extract will be put into that database. And the next step is I want to add nodes. And here I would paste in the Facebook page ID of the CDC page. So I will go back to here and copy the ID and then paste in the object ID. So now I have the CDC Facebook page as my level 1 data. Right now, the next step is to specify what posts you want to collect. Let's imagine I want to collect posts from the CDC page from January the 1st, 2020 until, let's say, the end of March 2020. So that's around 3-4 months worth of posts. So the key thing here is to use 2 field parameters. One is since, like so, and the other one is until. The good thing about Facepager is when you type since and until, it would already provide you the date format in which you have to enter your from and to requirements. So here I will just change 0319 to 0101 to indicate January the 1st. And then for the until field, I would just say from March to March 31st. So now I've specified the from and the to. So I want to collect all the posts from the CDC Facebook page from and between these two time points. However, what you will notice is that when you fetch the data, you would only get 25 posts. This does not mean that there are only 25 posts in this period. As you can see, it only goes from March 25th to March 30th. Now, the reason why you only get 25 is that the standard offcut for Facebook API is around 25 data points. So what you need to do to ensure that you get all the posts is that you need to increase the maximum pages right here. So when maximum pages is specified as 1, it means that typically you will only get 25 posts or 25 comments. So therefore, if you expect a lot of posts within that time period, it's good to increase the size of this. Say, for example, I might increase this to 20. So 20 times 25 is equivalent to around 500 posts, if there is indeed 500 posts. So if I do this again, so the same time period as before, but with 20 maximum pages, when I run the search, you will notice that now it takes longer, and there are actually around 280 posts. So to double check, you get the until time, which is March 30th, and then you have the start time, which is the January the 1st. So the important thing is to ensure that you get all the posts is make sure you set the maximum pages to a higher number than the default value of 1. The next step then would be to download the actual comments to the posts. If you imagine the Facebook page as the node level 1 and the Facebook page posts as the node level 2, then comments would be node level 3. And this is done by using a different API command. So rather than using the post command, we can go to the API preset and then use the comments command. This is one of the good things about Facepager, is that it provides you with some preset codes which allow you to download the respective posts and comments quite easily. So I've applied the comments preset, and then now you can see post ID and comments. So this tells us that, or this tells Facepager that we want to extract the comments from the posts. Now, there are 280 posts. So if you highlight all the posts and try to attempt to download all the comments in one go, then your maximum pages will probably be a very, very high number. So I wouldn't recommend to do it all in one go. Perhaps you can just do one page to get a sense of, one post to get a sense of how many comments there are. So I will just focus on this post and set maximum pages to, say, again 20. All right, so assuming that there are so many posts, and then I would fetch the data. So there's quite a lot. So there are over 450 comments to the post, and you can see them here. So so this one post has over 450 comments. Therefore, again, I would not recommend you highlighting all the posts and then trying to collect the comments all at one time. So maybe select 1, 2, or 3 posts at a time to do your comments extraction. For example, let's say I pick 5 of the posts, and maybe I put maximum pages to 100, and let's fetch the comments for these 5 posts. And as you can see, there's quite a lot. As you could imagine, the CDC Facebook page in this time is very, very popular. Okay, so these 5 posts generated over around 1,200 comments to the posts. Therefore, again, it's important for you to set the maximum pages in order to get all the comments to the posts. Now you will notice that some comments were made in April. So for example, here April 7th, April 1st. If you don't want the if you want the comments to fall within your time frame of January the 1st to March 31st, then of course you can do the same thing as before, include the since and the until command to specify that you only want posts between you only want comments between a certain date. Otherwise, the default is that will give you all the comments that go beyond your previous settings of January the 1st to March 31st. As you know, in Facebook pages, you also have replies to comments as well. This would be the level 4 node level. Level 1 would be the page, level 2 would be the post, and level 3 would be the comments, and level 4 would be the replies to comments. So if you want to collect the replies to comments as well, that can be done through Facepager. You just highlight the comments, and then using the same parameters, you just fetch the data as before. For example, I highlight these 5 comments and I want to extract all the replies to the comments, so I highlight and fetch. And there are around 45 replies to comments. So we can see there are 3 replies to this one comment, and this comment has again more than 20 replies. So this would be the level 4 node level, and it's basically up to you how far you want to go in terms of extracting the comments. One thing that's worth mentioning about the current Facebook API is that it no longer provides you the data on who posted the message. So this will be the from name parameter. When I did Facebook research years back, you will actually get the name of the person who made the replies or the comments, but this can no longer be done in the current updated Facebook API. So therefore, this is not a limitation of Facepager, it's just that our Facebook API does not allow the collection of identifying names in the latest API. Of course, the final step is you may want to export all or just part of the data. If you want to export all the data, then you can just go to the seed and export the data from the seed, or you can select specific nodes to export your data. For example, maybe I'll only want to focus on these 6 nodes, and so I can just highlight these 6 and then export the data and then include the name of your file and then press save. I already talked about how to import the CSV file into an Excel document in my previous tutorial, so I won't go into too much detail here. But what you will get when you load it into Excel is that you will get all the posts, the comments, and the replies to comments, all in one tabulated spreadsheet. And the key thing here is to look at level. Here you can see there are three levels. Level 1, these are the 5 posts. Okay, so these are the, or should I say 6 posts from the CDC page. Level 2 are the comments to posts, which is the longest part of the file. And then level 3 are the replies to posts. And so the data structure is quite straightforward for you to identify which ones are posts, which ones are comments, and which ones are reply to comments.